Welcome back, everybody, to the last episode of the season for Buddy Pass. After this week, we're going to take a little 2-week break. I think the fellas here deserve it. But for right now, episode 34, nice little even number to end the season on. Like always, brought to you by the Masshole Perspective. Like every week, go check them out. Fun stuff going on over there. But Buddy Pass is doing their own thing this week, per usual. Not a lot of news to talk about today. Some good soundings, though, for good teams. But before that, let's check in with the boys. Brett AIDS, how the hell are you?
I do want to say this is the Dennis Gurianov episode really quick for me at number 34.
One end.
Let's
Only one end.
The best number 34 in the league.
One end, but
Dennis
a bunch
Gurianov.
of ends. Yeah. Shout out
What-
Dennis. He's
What
the
letter
Willie.
was that?
I said one end because he only spells Dennis with one end, but I said a lot of M's because this boy is rich.
How many?
I think
That's an M.
for people listening, Ralph put 4 fingers down, thinking it made an M. I think you can
And
just do 3. You
turn
don't
it
have
up,
to
you
crisscross
turn it upside
like that.
down, and it's a W for Weymouth, Massachusetts.
Oh my God.
You wish you were ghetto.
No, I don't. Actually, sometimes I wish to just be the happiest person on the planet. I just want peace and happiness for
That's
everybody.
bullshit. That's such
That's
That's
bullshit.
so
love-
cap.
No, it's just the biggest lie you've ever
No
told.
kids. No kids.
That's so janky, dude. Come on.
Right before the episodes, like, dude, that's so janky.
It's not even what I
Dude, what are you
said.
from New Jersey, dude? From Jersey Shore?
Is that a New Jersey thing?
I don't know. It sounds like it though.
I thought that was like a commonly used.
What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing with your lives? What? Tell me what you do. I need a story. I need something.
I moved into our apartment for the fall. So I got,
Hold
if
it down.
if you're watching this on YouTube or maybe you see it on Instagram, I have a nice new view. I got the door open because it's nice out and it's hot as balls.
August. Ugh.
But no, it's nice being in here, but I swear to God, it's haunted. I kid you not.
Dude, why
This
did
room-
you tell us that though?
It gives me the heebie-jeebies. There's little stuff that happens. I hear little things. Stuff turns off. Doors open. It's fucking weird.
Dude, I don't want to be living. Dude, if a ghost is in the middle of the night touching my butthole, I'm gonna be so pissed.
That'll just be Bob or Brett.
They could get an uppercut to the jugular. But yeah, dude, Aces is holding down the fort for us right now. We got T-minus a week basically till me and Brett and Bob get there.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Isn't Bob?
It's 7.5 days until you move in.
Yeah.
Bob's
That's
what, the
one.
22nd he gets there? Is that what he said?
He'll be here, yeah, on Sunday. Oh my
So, yeah,
God, Raph.
22nd.
7.5 days.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna lose my marbles.
Wait, so am I 9.5 days then?
Yeah, because you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, no. I
How's
thought you were. I don't know.
I'm
So on the
sorry.
27th.
Ah.
Oh yeah. Wait. So AIDS, are you and Bobby gonna be like gone on the morning of August 27th when I move
Dude,
in?
I'll be there.
Yeah, I know, but like you're probably still gonna be asleep. I move in at
Literally, what's your
9.
point? Why are you being a dick? I was
Nothing.
gonna offer,
I just think that's
I
gonna
was
be
gonna offer
funny
help.
when I move in with like all my shit and you're just like crawling out of bed. And
I'm
like
gonna
AIDS
be
and Bob
butt
aren't
ass
even there.
naked.
No, Raph is going to be butt ass naked laying on the couch with Mick Ultra cans everywhere when you walk in at like 9 o'clock on Friday morning. Mick Ultra cans littering the floor. Raph's ass just hanging out on the
Two
couch.
moon pies.
That's
just hanging
honestly
out.
what I've been picturing and like preparing myself
Yes.
for is to
It was
walk
an
into
ultrasound.
that.
Like I
And
have
I'm
to
not even
sift.
kidding.
I have to sift through the cans to go to my training in the morning
You have to bury me out of the mountain that I'm buried beneath.
to make sure you still have a pulse.
It's just my one toe hanging out. You got to get a feather to tickle me out of there. Freak out in the morning, but I was gonna say I'll help you, Brett, move in. I'll be there.
No, I
I'll
know.
be-
I figured you were. You're a nice guy.
Yeah, dude, I try.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. You're not that bad. I don't really care what they say about you. You're still a nice guy, regardless. But how's the place looking though? It's just can you give the listeners a little rundown? Just 'cause
Yeah.
I'm very excited for it.
So we got the full-fledged, we got upstairs and downstairs. So how are you? We got a nice kitchen
Like 2
going.
floors.
It's 2 whole floors. It's wild. Bedrooms are decent. Bathrooms all right. Kind of cramped in there though. So I don't know if you guys like to man spread when you're on the toilet, but you might not have enough room to do that because there's a little
I
tight.
go full. There you go.
It's a little tight.
Desperate
There's
as
room
is.
though.
There's room,
Yeah.
but depends on how wide you like to put
The
your legs
shower's
and
kind of
shit.
small, I remember.
Oh yeah, that's a little
Yeah.
that's tight in there too. But no, it's a good space. We were just talking before about a little bit of knee hockey in the living room here.
Let's bring out the inner child in you. You know, when you get a little bit older, I know we're only 21, but sometimes the joints make you feel a little bit older.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just get in touch with where your roots are, and that's mini hockey.
Yeah. I
All
got
day.
here for those of you watching on YouTube, we got the frat boy lights hung up there too. So I threw those on.
That's unreal.
Symbolic.
So,
No,
yeah.
it's good in here.
It reflects the mood. It just reflects how you're feeling that day.
I feel spicy today.
Ooh.
No, I'll tell you why. It's nice being, I'm sure most of you can relate, you know, obviously with COVID this last year, being on campus for school was probably weird, or either that or you were at home. There are more people on campus now than I think there were like the entire year, both the fall and the spring semester.
Oh, already?
Last year,
Yeah, already.
all the
Wow.
fall
Focus all the
athletes are
sports.
here.
Yeah.
So like
Oh, true.
I'm
Right.
seeing people left and right. RAs are here. I know a few of those guys. So like just walking around campus, giving a tour, I see like 3 people I know, and I'm like, this is the fucking best.
Yeah,
And
that's weird.
It's nice to have everybody back.
Yeah. As much too as like I like love the town I grew up in, like love the people in it. Like been here for a year and a half in the middle of basically what was supposed to be a college experience. Like I'm so ready to just get back to school.
Same.
I love my town, but I'm so ready to just be back at school and just doing tomfoolery.
And you are really, really good at tomfoolery.
Seasoned vet.
I know.
Why do you think it's called tomfoolery?
Tom was
Tom-
fooling.
I always kind of
Yeah.
wondered that. Do you think Tom was
Who?
just fooling around one day?
Who
Yeah.
was the
and they're
OG?
like, quit that tomfoolery.
Yeah, who's the OG Tom? We should get him on the pod.
We'll find him.
Was there any? What was the signings you guys wanted to talk about? I got nothing. My brain is in just full on mush mode.
I mean, the Panthers snagged they signed Reinhardt to the 3x6.5 and then Thornton to the 1x750,000.
I like both those deals, man.
Just a couple other moves by the Panthers who are just going for that cup, dude. And I love it.
I like that Thornton signing. I think that's something that they lacked. They lacked a little bit of that veteran leadership. Lacked a little bit of that playoff experience. So I like that signing. I know he's 1,000 years old, and I don't really know how much more he can do. But I think just having him in the locker room, obviously he was a captain for a number of years and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Reinhardt too.
Yeah.
Another kind of like little bridge deal.
That team could easily win the Atlantic or come in second. I think the only thing that's really going to be a question mark for that team is not even the goaltending. I think Bob's a Vezina guy caliber with that stud Spencer Knight, a full year of Spencer Knight, I should add.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to really lie on the decor. They lost 2 guys in Yandel and Strawman, 2 very capable offensive producing defensemen that are just names in the league, and that's really nice to have in your core. But now I don't really know where their depth lies, and if injury happens, like what we saw with Ekblad, who was in the middle of a Norris type year, and he's now just coming back off of injury.
Yeah.
I'm a little worried about where that team's depth lies in that decor. I think they have the full potential. I really like that. I really like Uyghur. I really like Nudavara. They still have Gudas, so they have Radko Gudas, who
Let's buzz.
at times, dude, like looked like a legit player out there. Like, you know, I really liked how he played last year, aside from the whole, you know, how he's kind of just like a meme on the internet in the hockey community. But I think that decor really needs to show up this year, and Ekblad needs to build off of last year, regardless of that injury. And Uyghur needs to get better too. He played great, but keep going, man. I think that team's gonna really be dangerous.
Yeah, keep in mind they have Montour on the back end too. They
Montour,
picked him up.
yes.
They picked him up from Buffalo at or, you know, around the trade deadline, near, you know, right after not Eichel, Ekblad went down. So I like their depth on D a little bit more than their forwards. I don't really know what their
Sam Bennett on the third line. I think it's a really two-way. And Verhaeghe, they have that Verhaeghe.
That's true. That's true.
And Bennett. So I think it's more of like a that bottom 6 is more I guess two-way minded, which I think will help a lot. Barkov is also always a Selke finalist. So, you know, that team just needs to put pucks on the net, and I think they'll be fine. And I don't think they'll have any trouble doing that. I could really see them stealing the show this year.
Heartbreakers.
Yeah.
Jusse Saros also got re-upped,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Was
that
it
was
re-upped or an extension? I forget which one actually.
re-upped.
Resigned. Yeah.
Resigned. Okay.
To a 4x5.
Mhm.
I fucking love it.
Yeah,
I think he deserves every penny.
absolutely.
Don't
Could this be the
overpay at
first
all.
underpay we've seen? Actually, no. Pelic got
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
boned
Pellick probably
by-
first. But I
I
mean,
wouldn't. Well, no, I wouldn't call Pelican underpay. I would say Pelic was like spot on.
friendly.
That was perfect.
Or spot on. Yeah.
I guess Saros, you could say, was similar. Maybe a little bit of an underpay.
Just
He
because
probably
down the
could've-
line,
yeah.
man, he made such a case for
He
being
did.
a Vesna
Dude.
guy, and he kept that team. Without him, that team does not even sniff a win against
Dude,
that Carolina
That team.
Oh, agreed.
That team finishes like bottom 6 in the league without him.
Oh yeah,
I fully
absolutely.
believe that. I mean,
Yeah, you can keep going.
I know. I thought what he was going to say. I didn't really have anything else.
Oh yeah, no, love the kid, love the juice man,
Whoa.
Juicy Saros, Juicy Fruit Saros. Ooh.
Uh,
Yeah.
the whole Evander Kane situation is starting to
Oh
unfold
my
a little bit
God.
more too here.
Yes, this dude
Um,
is so
No, I
chiseled.
forget where I was at last time we recorded, so I couldn't.
Well, the last thing we talked about was just kind of an overview of the situation. We just, we talked about how, or I brought up the point that like, if the NHL, they dove pretty deep into this investigation while kind of like letting the Blackhawks thing go. So I was kind of upset about
Mhm.
that. But the more that comes out about this whole situation, I guess, there's a lot of Sharks players that have come out and said they don't want him in the locker room. I guess for
Wilson.
the majority of this season, there was I literally just read it on Instagram. The Sharks ignored a lot of the players' comments. Like the Sharks organization, the higher ups kind of ignored some of the players'
Doug
comments
Wilson,
about
the
him.
GM, said that he literally said that when he was brushing it off, he said, "Oh, all teams have locker room issues,
Which
not winning ones."
it fucking exactly.
Yeah.
So I
And
don't know what
even the teams that like I don't know are like middle of the pack. Like I'm sure plenty of teams have like smaller locker room issues, but like this is a pretty big one.
yeah.
I
dude.
feel like. I mean,
when are players' agents literally going
yeah,
up to the GM and the higher up saying that like my client does not want to play on this team if this guy is here? How many
Yeah.
times have we seen that a year? Barely, never. If I
Very-
could say never.
I've never heard of a situation like that before. I'm sure it's
Not
happened in
in
my
our-
lifetime, but
Not in this
like-
decade that I can remember.
oh, not in this decade, but probably in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
I feel like that's something that could have happened. I'm not saying it did, but I'm sure it
Mhm.
could have. It's just, it's unfortunate, the whole thing.
Mhm.
For
Kid's nice too. He's nice too. He's good.
so
He's good with it,
good.
man. Yeah, and he had a good year too. And it's just like I don't know why you can't put the attitude and the ego aside. You can't just be a legit adult for once and just
Mhm.
see what happens when you put money into the wrong person's hand.
Yeah. And, I think there probably is a little bit of truth to some of the reports that have come out, but at the same time, it's like some of this is speculation, some of it's rumors, some of it's just kind of going through the grapevine. So there obviously is some kind of issue there to the extent that everybody talks about it. It might be worse, might be a little bit better. We'll never really know. But it's just an unfortunate situation. He's one of the very unusual, rare bad apple that the NHL sees.
Yeah.
I feel like all the NHL guys are generally pretty stand-up guys, and it's just unfortunate how some of this stuff unfolds.
except for Tony D'Angelo.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
But they do a better job at weeding those types of guys out.
Oh, they
as,
do.
As the years go by, and it's not like how it used to be. It's more progressive, I should say. So they do a better job at like weeding those guys out. But that's why when they use sanitizer things, they say 99.9% of germs they kill. They can't say 100. Never be fully certain. So
It's a good analogy.
analogy guys never left. I don't know
He's
what you're
never
talking about.
exactly.
Never fucking left. But yeah. So is that what else do we have?
I mean, I just doesn't have to have anything to do with contracts, but a little question I wanted to ask you guys. So EA Sports posted a little video this morning. I don't know if you guys saw it, of sort of like teasing the NHL 22 cover guy,
Mhm.
and it had like a little like Rangers center ice logo clip in it. So it can be speculated that it's going to be a Rangers player, probably Fox or Panarin,
Yeah.
but Do you guys?
It's
Who do you guys
probably
think it's gonna be or should be?
Panarin.
Probably Panarin. They don't really.
I want it to be Panarin too. Yeah.
I feel like they don't really
I'll be
give it to a
pissed if
young
they give
kid.
it to Fox.
They don't really give it to young kids unless it's like a McDavid type.
No.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
But,
if Fox manages to get it before Cale Makar, I'm gonna be pissed.
yeah, I agree.
Like,
I
hope
thought
it's
honestly,
Panarin. I think it'd be really cool if it's Panarin.
as a big NHL EA Sports guy, I think I've reiterated this on the pod before. I really thought Pastrnak had a good chance at it.
I agree.
Because they don't really like to. They don't usually just give it to like, oh, the best player in the league every single year. They usually do it on like what their motive is. So like back when it was Patty Kane and Johnny Tays, their whole thing was like moving towards teamwork, and like that's when clubs really got bigger and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I thought Pastor would be a good fit to show. You know how Pasta is. He's a showman. He's just a rock star. So I thought
Big
that's
personality.
maybe big personality, a lot of flair, a lot of zest, a lot of good, fanciness in his game. I thought they were gonna go with him. I could see Panarin, but one thing I maybe not, because like with the whole the whole thing back in Russia. I didn't know if it'd be him because that's a lot of controversy. But they also I don't know if you know this, but a lot of countries have their own cover athlete for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like for example, a couple years back, I believe it was Klingberg on the Sweden cover. No, it was Elias Pettersson.
I was
going to
say, I feel like Pettersson was on like this year's Swedish one or something. Maybe it was Klingberg too at one point because I'm pretty sure he's Swedish as well.
But yeah, which I think is pretty cool. And one thing too, they're using a new engine for the first time in a long time. They're using this like Frostbite engine, which is like how the visuals and shit like that look. So I think it could be a good game, man. But fucking god, it's the same game every fucking year.
The thing I read about that Frostbite thing said that it's only on like PS5 and the new Xbox, like the Series X or whatever it's called. That doesn't mean the game is going to be only on those two consoles.
No,
right?
they probably would have
like
announced that earlier, which
that's what I thought.
Because at first it was supposed to be on this year's back before COVID even started, but COVID fucked everything up. So I don't think they're doing that yet, and they would have made an announcement for that. But yeah, this game, man, it better not break my heart like it does every year.
If it's Panarin on the cover, that's two Russians back to back.
I would like Panarin on the cover too.
Yeah, no, I'd
with his kick.
Fine with Panarin. I think.
Dude.
It's straight up gonna be his kick. It has to be.
Ooh, it probably is gonna be.
That's my.
I didn't even think of that.
Favorite Selly in the game right now. But yeah, we got a little off the rails right there. Neal Pionk just got re-signed, right?
Yeah.
Pionk.
I just want to say real quick about his. I love Neal Pionk, but his fucking last name is so funny.
Oink.
But him getting
that was the most innocent little wink you could have done.
Raph did something innocent. That's crazy.
Pretty.
But him, Neal Pionk's AAV being higher than Adam Pellick's is mind-boggling. Yeah. I love Pionk, but like.
What's the term?
I think he's a little underrated. Though,
It's 4 years.
Okay.
So I mean,
yeah.
And I don't know, like how it's broken down year by year. I don't know how Pellick's is either.
Canada though, it's probably a tax thing too, because taxes in Canada. He probably brings in less than
Canada
Pellick.
difference. Yeah.
What do you think? I would assume so at least.
I don't know if it would be that drastic because
I mean the AAV difference is only a little bit. Pellick's I believe was 5.15 and Pionk's is 5.85.
Yeah, that's why.
So maybe
it's less than a million for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it's still pretty, at least fairly close. But I do like just going on to the terms of the player, like just what a great job by Winnipeg snagging this guy on a, he wasn't really that great on the Rangers, and I don't really think a lot of people could really see his raw talent, but Winnipeg just saw it and they really took a chance on this guy. And I think he's one of the best in terms of transition, puck moving. I think he brings a lot offensively, power play guy too. No, he's really not the best defender when it comes to defense in his own zone. But man, this guy, this is a guy you need on a team for those reasons. That's the role he plays, and he plays it extremely well.
Yeah. Another little signing I think they made on that same day was Andrew Kopp for just 1 year at 3.64, which I think was great.
That was an arbitration move, right? They avoided arbitration with that.
I think so, yeah. And because I mean, last year, dude, he played 55 games. He put up 39 points.
That's pretty nice.
And they got him for 3.6 next year. I mean,
he's a bottom 6 guy too.
He is.
Yeah.
He plays with
And
Lowry and Harkins, who also I love that line. Harkins made a name for himself this past year a little bit too as a depth guy. But no, I'm sorry. Keep going.
I mean, I was just gonna say with that, looking at last year with his, because the year previous to last year, he only put up 26 points in 63 games. And the following year, last year, he jumped to 39 points in 8 less games. So, I mean, if he's going to keep getting better like that, put him in a full 82-game season, he's easily putting up 50-plus points in your bottom 6.
He reminds me a lot like a Jordan Stahl type, where he could play that third-line center role now and still produce, still be a big impact player. And I think, if this guy in an 82 is putting up 35, 40 on your third line.
Yeah.
That's sick.
That's the depth you need right there, man. That's what that team needs.
I think this team is also going to play heartbreaker a little bit. They've been right there for such a long time. Like the last 4 or 5 years, they've been right there. I feel like they just missed 1 or 2 pieces every single year. And every year it was something different too. And I think this year, going out, getting Brendan Dill in this offseason, Nate Schmidt to solidify their weakest point by far, which was their defenseman. This is going to be a team to watch. They've always been like my sneaky wagon team that I always followed too. So I'm excited. Going back to Pionk though, first pairing, they have him projected first pairing with Brendan Dillon. Tell me how nice that first pairing is for the defenseman. Nice.
Morrissey, each other very well.
Morrissey and Schmidt on the second, and then DeMello and Logan Stanley on the third. So a little bit of
Stanley kind of made a name for himself towards the end of the season, didn't he?
Low key,
didn't he score a couple goals in the playoffs?
He's the only in one of those games where they only scored 1 goal. He was the only guy that scored on Carey Price. Logan Stanley.
Oh my god!
That price killer. That price is right.
Yeah. I mean, dude, like that's a really solid decor. At least it should be. I mean, I know
if Josh Morrissey
are brand new to the team, but
if that Morrissey can become what he was supposed to, because he had that one great year as a really, really young defenseman. And that's back when they had Bufflin, Trouba, Myers too, I believe. And then that right when they all dipped, his numbers and his play just went down a lot. I think he got exposed a little bit.
Yeah.
But no, that's a kid that has a lot of potential. And if he can, especially as a right-handed defenseman in the National Hockey League, he could be a big make or break for that decor. Love his game though. Joshua.
Neal.
Neal.
Imagine your name being Neal,
dude.
No, not.
Even worse, like Neal Yakupov. He spelled it like nail, like the
Nail.
Like what? They flipped the I and the A though.
No.
What?
No, they didn't.
His name. He's Nial.
Hold on.
No, that'd be Niall, bro. It's
the dude from One Direction.
Yeah, no, it's AIL.
Oh,
Neal Rylovich Yakupov.
Damn, he's my favorite player of all time too. I can't believe.
Look at how scary this man is,
dude.
Look at this guy.
He just
stop. He's looking at me, dude. Stop.
He just won the what's it called?
What they call the trophy and
he just in the KHL. He was on Avangard, or Avangard or whatever it is, which had it had Kovalchuk. That team had
Datsuk.
It had so many ex-NHLers. It was like, geez, it's like a super team over there.
When they won it, when they won it, even if he didn't score the goal, did he just slide down the ice on his full knees and then ball his fucking eyes out on the other side while his team celebrated without him?
Yeah,
that's the biggest clown fucking move I've seen in the show. That's coming from a dude that could barely make an outlet pass.
I do not miss him in the NHL.
I didn't like him.
He was so
just a
full
clown.
Of himself.
He was like the Lance Stevenson of the NHL.
Mm-hmm. And I remember I used to watch, like the show, The Behind the Bee. And every show, like the Wild have becoming Wilds. I used to watch the Oilers one. I think it was, I don't even remember what it was called. But I used to watch that show religiously, and I would watch Neal Yakupov be just a fucking asshole behind the scenes. It was like, come on.
Want to hear a little fun fact? on Charlie Coyle's Becoming Wild episode, interviewee Dickie Coyle. If you haven't checked that interview out, go peep it out. He's featured in it. I think he's probably like 9 or 10 years old.
Oh my god.
And he's just jumping into a pool. Literally just like the classic 10-year-old thing. He's like, "Mom, look," and makes the cameraman just show him jumping into a pool like 4 or 5 times in a row. Funniest thing ever.
Dude,
Yeah.
I remember like about Neal Yakupov though, just being a total asshole. I feel like it was Brian Burke's interview with Spittin' Chicklets where he talked about interviewing Neal Yakupov before that 2012 draft.
Mhm.
And with whatever team he was with at the time. I want to say it was the Lightning. But and like I remember him saying just like how like going into this interview, like the kid was just being a dick, like in the interview. I was
Wasn't he like, "Don't
I
bother,
forget
I
some of
won't
the
be there"?
specific. Yeah, because I'm
They
pretty sure
had
Burke was with the Lightning at the time, and
6 or
wherever
7.
wherever they were picking overall, like Neal Yakupov was supposed to go first, and like apparently Neal's attitude was like, "Why the fuck are you even interviewing me?"
So
like,
sick, actually. Though.
It's such a-
kind of sick, but like you're such an asshole. Like, come on.
That's the first thing I would say is like I could be projected 5th round, and I would just tell the dude like, "Don't bother, I won't be there."
Oh my god.
My stock just goes way up. Biggest clout endorsement deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, what else we got for signings though? I don't really think we got much.
Not really many others. I mean, Zach Ronaldo for $750K. That was a joke, but
All-star.
The logos on jerseys though might be coming.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna bring that one up.
Not next season, but the one after. I know it said I think they're giving him like a 3 by 3.5 inch space.
Yeah,
to like
they're
put
pretty
the ad,
small.
which yeah, that's pretty small. And like, I don't know. I'd rather not see ads on jerseys. But like, I remember like I kind of thought the same thing about like the stuff on helmets this year, but like they made it like look kind of
Nice.
good. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So like if they can manage to do that on a jersey and it's only that small 3 by 3.5 inch space on like the shoulder or something, or not shoulder, the like chest,
Mhm.
then like I guess it's not bad, but like don't do any more than that.
Can I say my thing
Like,
with
don't
this though?
load it up,
Yeah.
just one.
Yeah,
go ahead.
So I don't like the helmet thing with this patch thing. I don't really mind it completely. Obviously, I prefer it not to be there, but I get it and I'll get over it. I'm a grown man. I can do that. But what I don't want to do is keep saying, "All right, like whatever." And I just, if we give them an inch, they're gonna take a mile. 1 patch turns to 2 patch. Oh, okay. 2 patch turns to 3 patches. You see where I'm going with this?
Well,
Where
that's
the more leeway we give, they're just gonna keep taking a mile.
well, everyone kind of shrugged off the helmet thing, and look what they did the following year. They're putting it on the jersey.
We do it again with the jersey thing. Like,
Now-
okay, fine. Okay, we'll put another one then.
Exactly. So
That's what
I
I'm
look.
saying.
I didn't mind the helmet at all. I thought if you're gonna put an
Yeah.
ad, on a player, put it on the helmet. You don't need the team stickers up there. I don't give a shit. Honestly, some of them kind of worked. I think it was kind of cool. And if it makes the league money, then it makes them money. I don't care. I really don't want to see it on the jersey. It takes away from the NHL jersey as a whole.
And I want those players to get the money. I don't want all this money to just go to the owners. I want it to go to the players as well.
But it's going right to the owners.
Well, that's why I'm saying, like, use that money to increase the cap.
I know.
So more players get paid.
Yeah.
More money. So come on. I know they have to make up for their losses still. But dude, pay the players and leave the patches off the jerseys.
Yeah.
Life is simple.
As long as they don't put Chipotle or Tisso just smack down on
Just-
the forehead like they do.
Dude, literally.
Just this
Literally.
big, just right across their
It
forehead.
looks like the brim of a hat, just like
Yes.
sticking.
We just
way
gotta
out.
you gotta take an ad out and just be like, just on this fucking forehead of the Boston Bruins, just put Buddy Pass 20. Little promo code for the fellas. Or like, I've seen like all the tweets online too. Just on their forehead, it just says Manscaped, like bush trimmer, shit like that. Like
It'd be so
Manscaped
funny.
is all over that.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, what are they gonna have ads for? Like, Is McDonald's just
I
gonna
mean,
get one?
Well, that's what
Like
I'd
these
wonder.
big.
Because
yeah.
you know what? The LA Kings, they have their practice jerseys are branded with McDonald's.
Oh yeah, you're
So
right.
because that was
Oh,
the
yeah.
that was the
Yeah.
first thing I thought of, because they were one of the first teams that had an ad on their practice jersey.
And
Because
AHL teams have had it for like 20 years now.
yeah, I know the Bruins have the ORG shipping packaging patch on their practice jerseys now with that Chinese company that they have a partnership
Mhm.
with. But I feel like the Kings were the very first team to do patches on practice jerseys. So maybe the Kings will have like McDonald's, or I don't know. It's weird to think about. Like
It's
could the Bruins have Dunkin'
so
Donuts? You
the
think they'll go
thing.
like local kind of, that would be kind of,
Yeah.
that'd be kind of cool.
See, the thing I'm thinking about though, with like in terms of like making it look like as best as you can, is like the article that one you sent on Twitter. I kind of just like skimmed it, and it said that the whole like 3 by 3.5 inch space is the same thing that NBA uses. They have like each
Mhm.
team has like a little thing there, or most teams at least. And so like I looked some of them up, and like the Lakers jerseys. Do you guys know like Wish.com? It's like a
Yeah, yeah.
retail, yeah. And so they're sponsored by Wish or whatever, and their jerseys, it's unlike their purple jerseys where like the lettering and numbers in yellow. They made the Wish logo like yellow, and then it's purple on the vice versa
okay.
jerseys. So like it kind of like fits in and like looks like good color wise. Like if you put a pink and orange Dunks logo on a white, black, and gold Bruins jersey, that's gonna look stupid, you know?
Agreed.
Like
Yeah.
I feel like they'd have to do kind of like the NBA is doing it. And like I'm looking at the Phoenix Suns jerseys too. They have PayPal, and it's just like white, and they have white on their jersey too. So it like they made it fit in by going with certain colors. I think
Mhm.
the NHL would have to do that if they wanted to look good.
Like have these
So-
companies kind of like meet us in the middle almost. Like
Yeah. And
don't make our jerseys look stupid, but we're still gonna give you ad space.
And like I don't know how that's going to be, because I feel like some logos
Yeah.
you can't really change the color of. Like you can't change the color of the Dunks logo. You know
Never.
what I mean?
Ever.
Like it's so like known to be orange and pink. So I don't know. I'll have to see. I hope they do it similar to like how the NBA did it on theirs.
If
Yep.
anybody has
Even-
a Dunkin' Donuts store at home that they don't mind giving to Assumption, I'd really appreciate you giving it to Assumption, because they took out our Dunkin' Donuts on campus, and I don't really know what I'm gonna do.
They just built the cafe. It actually looks kind of cool.
I don't care.
I know you don't care, but why don't you
I
give it a
want
shot?
Dunkin' Donuts. No, I'm gonna be a little kid about this and say I want Dunkin' Donuts. I want Munchkins, donuts, caramel swirls, cold brews, and frappuccinos from Dunkin' Donuts.
They built a cafe where the Dunks was.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
it's
cute.
It's kind of nice.
That's so dumb. That's
Me,
so
me
dumb.
and
It's
Aids
not
will go
Dunkin' Donuts.
hang out there, Raf.
Yeah, well,
You're not
Ralph,
invited.
I will
Why
rob
don't-
that place. I
why
will
don't you-
rob that cafeteria.
I'm sending this clip to the school.
Yeah.
Good, do it. Send
Why
the whole
don't
rest of the
you-
rant.
You only have what time's your first class every morning? How late do you get to sleep in?
I have 2 classes every day. I sleep. They start at like 11 and are done by like 1.
So why don't you get up at 10 o'clock, go to Bodo's, get your coffee,
No.
come back, go to class.
No.
Mm,
I want Dunkin' Donuts on campus.
well,
They should just put the Bonos on campus.
No.
yo,
Okay, well, yeah. Only if there's
Yeah, I
dunks
was
too
like,
with
hey.
it. Only if
Beggars-
there's with it.
beggars can't be choosers.
When
Choosers
I
can't be
pay
beggars.
to go there, I can choose what the fuck I want.
Okay.
And I want
Like how a
Dunkin'
square
Donuts.
can't be a rectangle, but a rectangle can be a square. I also said
Yes.
that backwards.
Somehow you're both. I don't
So-
know. I'm just saying, man. I want justice and I want democracy.
This is democracy.
The coffee's gonna suck. You know that. You can't tell me.
It's Green Mountain. Green Mountain coffee's good.
Green Mountain is trash.
You're
Green
trash.
Green Mountain is pretty good.
Hey,
It is.
you know I'm sensitive.
I know you are.
So yeah, that basically just does it for the news. It's not a lot of news going on right now. It's that time of the season though. Everyone deserves a break.
Yeah.
That's why
So-
we're gonna go on a 2-week break.
Yeah.
Well,
We
brief
deserve it.
hiatus.
Well, we were also talking to, in case the people want it, like a little end of the year vid. Just toss it up on YouTube.
They're just thanking the fans.
Thanking the fans.
Yeah.
And
We're just
we'll do,
taking a
like,
quick neutral zone regroup here for a couple weeks, and then we'll
Yeah,
be breaking back into the zone.
life's just a regroup, man.
It's
Sometimes
just
you
it's
gotta go 2 steps
one-
back to go 3 forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One going back
Sometimes-
to go 3 forward. Ooh.
Sometimes 3 steps back and just 3 more steps back.
Sometimes you just gotta
forward.
do the.
2 steps forward though.
Yep.
Sometimes it's just the hoe
You're
down,
still
throw
at
down,
-1.
and then you go around
Cotton Eye
town.
Joe.
Yeah.
You guys are
We're
both
studying.
talking at the same time, and I
What?
don't know. You
Are you talking about?
Can we start this episode with the Cotton Eye
what?
Joe?
No, I'd rather legitimately. We're gonna end.
Oh.
We're gonna end the first season of this on Cotton Eye Joe. I'm not. I'll resign. That's cool.
Name a better song. What would you rather start this with then?
I can name 1,000 better songs.
Do it.
Fuck.
That's right.
What's that song? What do you mean by Justin Bieber?
What do you mean? It's like kind of an
mean-
EDM one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's with like, isn't it with like Skrillex too or
Everything
something?
Go
I don't know.
right.
Is this
Wanna
Skrillex?
argue all day, make
think so.
love
It's one of
all
those guys.
night. First
no,
You know-
up, then you're down, then you're between.
You know what
Oh,
song
you
I
wanna
was?
know.
Oh, look at you go.
What do you mean? Boop, 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 boop,
Yeah.
boop.
You know what song I was reintroduced to this weekend?
What?
The Miranda Cosgrove song "Kissing You." Sparks fly.
Dude, I do not know.
You don't know that song? Dude.
I think I know it.
I
Miranda
love.
Cosgrove makes music.
Oh, I'm thinking
yeah,
of
she was a
I'm
huge
thinking
singer.
of Where Are You Now?
Oh, maybe that's
Justin
maybe that's
Bieber.
what I
That
meant,
one's
yeah.
with Skrillex. No, because
That's
he
what
also
I
has
meant.
one called What Do You Mean?
Oh,
Yeah.
I think I was singing "Where Are You?" No.
No, you were singing "What Do You Mean?"
Oh yeah, no, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I think.
He's got
If I was
he's
your
got a
boyfriend, I'd
combination
never
of the
let you
two.
go.
That's What Do You Now?
What do you know?
Yeah.
What do you now if you do now? What do you now?
What do you do now if you wear?
What do you now if you don't?
What do you mean?
Where are you now? Justin Timberlake, that dude
Ooh, "Mirror"
dude-
by JT.
bringing
One
sexy
of my
back.
favorite songs.
Suit and tie, and then Jay-Z just comes
Yeah.
on, just snaps on that bitty. I've been in the I haven't really been listening to a lot of my punk rock or like my all that shit lately.
No, what have you been on?
Listen, there's just straight up rap. I just go through ebbs and
Just
flows.
straight up Lil Baby and like
Life is
Polo
a bunch
G,
of ebbs
King
and
Von.
like
flows.
Baby, Uzi.
Nice.
I'm big onto like 42 Doug.
Ooh,
I fucked with that Pop Smoke album. I sound like every white kid that just analyzes music on YouTube right now. I don't
Yeah.
care though.
Kind of sound like Cam.
Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, listen to Logic, G-Eazy, Young Nudie. No, obviously you got to throw the Mac Miller in there though.
that's
I
a
spent-
constant though. That's a constant.
That's every day. I spent like 300 beans at Vans like 2 days ago. That was bad, but I was due. I was so due. I walk in there and I was like, I'm spending a bag.
I think if Mac Miller had like a long lost cousin, I think it would be you.
That is the
Yeah.
nicest person. Not what.
That is the nicest
That's the person
anyone's
anyone's
ever
said to me. That's the nicest thing anybody's ever said to me, and I thank you. for that.
I think you have some of his blood in you. I won't lie.
I really do. I really think I do. I just be all day with it.
Mm-hmm.
I just be shaking ass and drinking lean. That's all I do on the daily. Yeah. Cop new shoes, little chino pants, couple shirts, a couple. I got my swagger back.
Just a clarifying question: are you shaking your ass or somebody else's?
Ass should be in shook.
So not. So like, is it?
I don't
both?
discriminate against who's shaking ass and who's not.
Well, but I'm just asking: is it your ass?
Ass will be shook.
All right, I'm gonna assume that's both then.
Thank you. But yeah, damn. Alrighty, boys. Well, this is kind of like that weird part of like your last day of school where you kind of have to like say goodbye to everybody.
Yeah.
And it's a little weird because you're just like, I don't really want to say bye, but it's time to go.
Mhm.
And that's the analogy. That's the last analogy for the season. And that's how
That's a good
I say
one.
we wrap up this first ever season of Buddy Pass podcast. And you know, I'd really like to thank all the fans, however many there are. I probably can't count it that high, and that's not because of how many fans we have. That's due to my intelligence. But thank you everyone for tuning in. feedback, social media presence, and just listening to our bullshit week after week after week after week.
For 34 fucking weeks.
That's crazy. We've been doing this for 34 weeks.
Did we ever miss a week? Was there ever a week where we didn't have one?
No. Never.
We had to postpone like one or two by like
Jan
day,
6th. Jan 6th was the first everybody passed.
I was the Iron Man of season 1.
That's fuck. You were
our Keith Yandel.
Only one that didn't miss an episode.
He's straight up the Phil Kessel though.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
I want to be Phil Kessel.
You're much more Phil Kessel than
I'm Phil Kessel's long lost cousin.
Kill to be Keith.
Yes.
Keith. But yeah.
And AIDS is Hercules' long lost cousin.
Hercules. Oh, Young Thug too. Yeah, man. What a good season, fellas. I don't even know. It's just crazy to look back 34 weeks ago. I'm sitting there on the corner, no clout, no paper, no beans to my name, and now look at us, man.
Still in that position with a 34-week-old podcast.
I'm off the corner. Yeah. So,
oh my god,
what a ride it's been! Fellas. So I think on that note, BP out. Season 2 starts in a couple of weeks. Everyone rejuvenate, and it's still summer, but it's approaching a close and soon end. So enjoy the last few weeks of summer. Enjoy school. Enjoy work, and just dap up everybody and anybody. You never know who needs a good dap up. All right, everybody. Peace out. Thank you.
Peace.